Nigel, when you're on top of a game like that for so long, it must be frustrating to only come away with just the 1 point.
Well, it is, and we were, I mean, we believe we should have had another penalty again tonight. Another poor decision from the officials. But there we go. We've had chances. Got a bit careless towards the end, if I'm honest, and put the game at risk with one or two poor decisions. It's a frustrating night because those are games we should be winning.
When you have been so free scoring as we were a bit early in the season, to not convert the opportunities we had, what can you put that down to?
Number of things. I mean, we're just not got the clinical edge at the moment. We're hitting the target, making the keeper work, but we've just not haven't been clinical enough, and sometimes spells like that happen. It's a good job we kept a clean sheet. There you go. So if you can't win a game, don't lose it. But there were times in the second half we made some naive decisions, but they had to change at half time, and were a bit more physical in terms of how they pressed. But we've had a chances tonight again, and it's disappointing not to come away with 3 points, because we needed to get back to winning ways tonight. And so again, it's another game that we wait for 3 points and a win, but it's a clean sheet. It's another point. There are plenty of positives too. Bearing in mind we've lost some important players, to have a pretty solid performance is encouraging. But it's a missed opportunity.
Apart from, as you said, the last 10 minutes or so when it was a bit kind of frenetic, you look pretty comfortable defensive-wise, despite those changes.
Yeah, of course we did. But the players who have gone in there Jay's an experienced performer with quality, and I thought Pringy was defensively sound tonight. So it's something that he dealt with the situation pretty well, and we've got to do that. We've got Andy King playing in midfield tonight, and used his experience well. We didn't think he'd get through 90 minutes, but he had to, basically. Really. Matty James picked an injury up, which we're a bit concerned about, but he managed to complete the game, so we'll see how that one is. We're a bit short on numbers at the moment, and it's important to try and judge when you expose some more youngsters into it, because what I don't want to do is put them into a situation where things can have a negative impact on them. So, there is going to be a reliance on some of our senior players to keep the ship steady, and some of our lads who have made real improvements this year to continue to take responsibility. It's going to be a challenge for us, but I think the positives from tonight are against a side who, they've conceded goals recently, and it was obvious that they wanted to try and be a bit more difficult to beat. We just rue our own inability to convert those chances tonight.
It's quite a physical first half, quite an aerial battle as well. Did you expect that kind of game tonight?
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, coming into it, we knew it was going to be. When you fight in relegation in the way that they are, and I think they would think that they could probably push us around a little bit. I thought our players stood up in that regard very well, and showed good fighting qualities. But on top of as well as that, we moved the ball at a much better tempo tonight, and I thought we had to be patient against them, who they set up to be difficult to break down, but we did open them up from time to time, and when we did, there were decent opportunities. But like I say, just frustrating not to find a way of scoring and picking up the maximum points.
Long way to come on a cold night,
Yeah.
but the supporters again, good
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah, but it didn't snow, which is good, and we always appreciate the following that we get, and with Jerry doing his 1,000th consecutive away game, I'm sure he'll be getting mixed reviews on the coaches, which is understandable. But whenever there are games like this, there are areas of disappointment. I still do believe that there are lots of things to be optimistic about, and Kane Wilson being on the bench and some more youngsters making the journey and making the bench too. And we're going to have to lean on them a little bit in the next few weeks. So they are, it's an important point in that regard, because it's, it just puts one more to the total, and we need to look forward now to the last part of the season and try and get as many points as possible and see what happens.
Safe journey home.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.